Who do you see in this photo? Do you see a kid with a toy camera, or do you see a kid with a future in photography? Expressive Art Studios is that future for photographers. Artists are often known as starving artists because of their lack of resources to produce their art and their lack of income. Expressive Art Studios wants to make artists hungry for the experience we have to offer. We are targeting under-resourced community of inner-city photographers so we can provide the outlet where they have the space to create their art in our studio, as well as teach them how to brand and market themselves and create their art successfully to sell it. Doing so, we would like to bridge the gap between art and business by providing mentorship programs from volunteers with the entrepreneurial experience where they can educate photographers on how to get their business up and running. Expressive Art Studios would also like to have an open space that's rentable for people to host events so people can purchase tickets to attend. This event space will also be used as a gallery space where artists can showcase their work for sale. Expressive Art Studios will also like to offer a paid summer camp program. While we are making this affordable for our target market, we are also seeking grant and sponsorship opportunities for Expressive Art Studios. Now, remember that little kid I had you guys think of in the beginning of this presentation? This is her today. Doesn't she look familiar? My name is Marcia Williams, and I was once a starving artist. And I would like to make this change for other starving artists so I can make them hungry for the experience we have, and so they can be business-minded, and I can educate them with the knowledge I've gained as an artist. Doing so, Expressive Art Studios would like the following funding to get these programs up and running, such as providing photography equipment that can be used for these participants at Expressive Art Studios, such as tripods, batteries, backdrops. This will be useful during our mentorship program and summer camps. In addition to this, Expressive Art Studios would also like a website, so we can host a domain. We have a database filled with people, products, and craft, and we can share what Expressive Art Studios has to offer to the community and grow the media outreach to the public. In addition to photography equipment and website, we'd also like to have an editing software so we can provide this to the participants at Expressive Art Studios so they can have this accessible, knowing that editing equipment and editing software is a financial strain for many photographers. Having this resource would definitely make a change for what we have to offer at Expressive Art Studios. Totaling in $720, this will help us bridge the gap between art and business. For inner city, under-resourced artists, this will make the change to help them express their art and will bridge the gap and will also allow them to be productive as an artist and be business-minded. Thank you.
Can you walk me through the business model a little bit? If I understand it, you eventually will have artists in a space that are producing work that you would then showcase and have events, raise money from those events, and to keep the studio going?
Yes. So what we would like to have is just a space where it would be used as a gallery space so artists can learn how to sell their art. And this space will also be used to host events. So we can make a profit from people renting out the space to get the community involved and get the word out of what expressive art has to offer.
Got it. And to start, where you don't have the space yet, obviously, where are you with the equipment? Where are you going to have people working to begin?
So to start, I was thinking of hosting this virtually so we can get the word out. And then for equipment, I would just store it in probably a local, storage unit. That would be the best start. Knowing that like photography equipment can be risky to store in places. I don't want to risk that. So I probably wouldn't go into purchasing too much equipment that is very expensive until we have the space where we can use it.
Can you talk a little bit about who is your target user? So you talked about kind of inner city, kind of urban communities. Is there an age range that you're looking at? Is this meant to be basically who's your target customer, I guess?
So my target customer are artists who are based in the city. And I know there's a lot of artists always in the city, and there has been a wide range. And I was going to start with college students who have been artists and they're in school for art, because a lot of them don't learn about how to sell their art. And that's where my target market would start with, as well as probably early or late high schoolers who are transitioning into going into college for art.
Okay, so you're not focusing on teaching the art itself. It's you're teaching how to translate that art into a business. So you're really
Yes.
teaching the business of selling the art.
Yes.
Got it.
Sorry.
So I'm thinking through the timeline. There's a lot of services that you're providing. Supplying equipment, offering summer camps, mentorship program, organizing showcases for photographers, and helping them sell. If you had to choose one of these services, which one do you think you would start with and why?
I think I would start with the mentorship program. I think that would be easier to get up and running, and because it's less costly, just because it'll help get people interested in what we have to offer and educate them, and then branching out to what the other opportunities are.
I think that's a great idea.